guys, welcome back to the Friday Five. I'm Alora, and this is where we catch you up on all the YA news that's happened in the last couple of weeks. Anything notable, we're going to tell you about it. This is my guest host, Kara, joining us today. Kara, what's up today? What do we got?
We have a lot of cool stuff lined up for you guys. First off, I brought my own special guest, so we'll see who that is in a little bit. And then we're also going to go through some author tour news, what we're reading, and some TV news as well.
Yeah, so stick with us.
It's a very exciting day because we have David Arnold with us, who is the author of Mosquitoland and Kids of Appetite. Kids of Appetite is coming out in paperback with this beautiful new cover. So David, tell us a little bit about KOA.
Yeah, so Kids of Appetite was the second book I wrote, and with Mosquitoland I had the voice of the character like right off the bat, and then sort of the plot and the setting all kind of followed pretty naturally. But with Kids of Appetite I didn't really have character, plot, or setting. I didn't have, which are the components of a book.
I hear that's how it works.
Right.
Yep.
But I did have a feeling of something that I was trying to capture in a book. I'm a huge fan of the band Arcade Fire, and I remember at the time I was rereading S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders, and I realized that reading The Outsiders gave me a very similar feeling that I got when I listened to Arcade Fire, which is just this sort of like reckless, youthful kind of abandon. Like Arcade Fire, it feels like at any moment they're going to hurl their instruments into the audience and then run down the street for an ice cream cone. So I really wanted to write a book that felt like at any moment I could go get an ice cream.
That's weird, because it's exactly what I did when I read Kids of Appetite for the first time.
Mission accomplished.
I loved KOA because I felt like it was such a great ensemble cast, which I totally see The Outsiders' influence within that.
Yeah.
And congrats to you, David, because Kids of Appetite was just chosen as an Indie Choice nominee.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
And word on the street is there's a new book coming from you.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit?
It's called The Strange Fascinations of Noah Hypnotic.
Ooh, there's a lot packed into that title. Can you tell us a little bit?
Yeah, it's a story about a boy.
Cool, I'm in, but anything else you can share?
Glam rock, Bowie, Murakami, surrealist, hypnosis.
What more could you want from a book, really? When can we read it?
I think May. And part of why I'm being so coy is that my editor is standing right over there and he has huge muscles.
Oh!
He's taking notes.
That's him.
Yeah.
I thought that was your bodyguard.
Right. No, he gets confused for that.
All right, we won't say anything else, but we can't wait for The Strange Fascinations of Noah Hypnotic. Okay, now that we have the serious stuff out of the way, we would like to play a game with you if you're willing.
I love games.
All right, this is our brand new game. Just made it up. It's called the Fast Five. So I'm gonna ask you 5 quick questions, and you just answer with the first thing that pops into your mind.
Okay.
Maybe an answer that's related to the question that I just asked, though.
Okay, we'll see.
All right, ready? First question. What is the song that best represents your writing career?
Yeah, Elliott Smith's I Don't Think I'm Ever Gonna Figure It Out.
Question 2. What is the best piece of fan mail that you've gotten, or the best fan interaction you've ever had?
Well, last night I got an email from a reader. It was the grandmother of a 14-year-old, and she read the book and she really liked it, but she thought that the Greyhound in Mosquitoland, that wreck was not very realistic, and she wanted to let me know that I probably should have done a little bit more research on Greyhound bus accidents.
Question 3. If you could take another character from book or TV or movies and put it in your books, who would it be?
I would take either Ferdinand the Bull or Pierre from A Cautionary Tale, 5 chapters in the prologue.
Into Mosquitoland or Kids of Appetite?
Yes.
Question 4. What is the best or worst excuse that you gave your editor for missing a deadline?
Okay, so this is not a humble brag, it's just the truth, because I'm hyper type A, and it's also not to say that I won't ever miss one in the future, but I don't think I've missed a deadline.
Well, that's incredible. I think we have a gold star to give you that you can wear on your blazer now. Okay, but now I just need some help because I might have missed some deadlines here
Do you need
at
me
Penguin
to teach you the way?
Yeah, can you just organize my email for me?
Right.
Last question. What is a book you've read that you wish you could reread for the first time?
So I just finished a book that comes out next year, I think, by a friend of mine named Kelly Lloyd Gilbert, who wrote a brilliant book called Conviction. And her new book is called Picture Us in the Light, and it is incredible. And I think it's going to take the world by storm, and I would like to read it again for the first time.
And that's such an author perk that you get to read those things from your friends before they're even out in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look out for that one. Yeah. Well, thank you, David, for being with us here. You're the first author guest, so you'll always have a special place in our hearts. And while I have you, will you sign my books?
Of course, I'd love to.
We've got some exciting tour news for you guys. YA superstar Stephanie Perkins is going on tour for her new book, There's Someone Inside Your House. You know her from the Anna and the French Kiss series, which is all love, romance, beautiful, Paris, wonderful. So much like Taylor Swift, she's taken a dark turn these days. 2017 is super moody. This time it's a slasher novel. It's so scary. I couldn't sleep, and I'm not joking about it. So you definitely need to read it. Let us know who you think the killer is, because it's a wild ride. Then you're going to want to meet her on tour. She's going to be in New York, Austin, Nashville. You definitely want to meet her there, so check it out.
Next up, we have some TV news. Leslie Livingston's The Valiant has been optioned by the CW. Amazing! The CW has some of the greatest TV series like Riverdale and Supergirl, so we know this is going to be great. So if you haven't read The Valiant yet, it's the story of the first female gladiators fighting under Julius Caesar. If you haven't read The Valiant, now's the time, because the sequel to Defiant comes out this spring.
In case you missed it, Sabati here had an exciting reveal. We have new covers for An Ember in the Ashes and Torch Against the Night. Look at how beautiful they are. They're so amazing. You can get them next week. When Saba revealed the covers, she had an emotional Twitter thread about how important it was to see people of color on her covers and how much it meant to her. So definitely head to her Twitter and check it out. It was a beautiful thing to read. She also revealed the title and cover for Ember 3, which we've been waiting for so long. We're so excited. It's called A Reaper at the Gates. Check out this beautiful cover to match the other ones. We can't wait for it. It's coming early 2018. We're so excited. Now we're going to tell you about the books that came out in the last 2 weeks, so you can run to the bookstore and grab them. First up is The Arsonist by Stephanie Oakes. It's a mystery told in 3 different perspectives, very different stories told in letters, diaries. It's heartbreaking. It's so beautiful. This cover is amazing.
Next, we have Girls Who Code. This is a how-to manual from the team behind the organization Girls Who Code. So if you've ever been interested in learning all that techie stuff, this is the book for you, and you can also learn about some real women in tech jobs across the country.
Next up is A Map for Right Girls by Jessica Taylor. Imagine you're stranded on a desert island with just your sister who you're kind of fighting with and a hot guy. That's what happens in this book. It gets so real. It's realer than like Bachelor in Paradise, honestly. It's insane. So definitely grab this. You're not ready for it. Some of you are asking us what we're reading, and luckily we have the best job perk ever, which is to read books months before they come out. It's incredible. Honestly, the best thing about working in books, because it's just amazing. I'm here to tell you about People Like Us. This is the book that made me miss my subway stop, no joke. Ooh. It starts when like a group of girls find a body in the lake. So like that sets the bar like pretty high. The cover was just revealed. It's beautiful. It's great for fans of Pretty Little Liars if you're missing that. There's been a lot of debate about, you know, how you say the title, but much like me and Kara, it's People Know Us, People Fear Us, People Like Us.
I'm reading Reign of the Fallen by Sarah Glenn Marsh, and this is a high fantasy where the main character has the ability to raise people from the dead. So it's a little bit creepy. I felt like I was scared at sometimes, but really it's just a page turner. It's so action-packed, and the fantasy world is so vibrant, and there's a little bit of romance in there too. It got me blushing.
Ooh, look at this cover too. It's
I
so
love
beautiful.
A classy pretty skull?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Yep.
Classy pretty skull.
Thank you for joining us for Penguin Team's Friday 5. It's been a lot of fun.
And thank you, Kara, for joining us and for bringing David Arnold. Amazing surprise guest. Did not see that coming. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media, Twitter,
Facebook,
Instagram,
Snapchat,
snail mail.
send us a raven.
Yeah. All right, see you later.